Yo, what's up, Queen Gang? Welcome back to another reaction video. Today I'm reacting to the Netherlands is the worst country in Europe. Here's why. There's not much to say about that. The title is really self-explanatory. Yeah, let's see if this is true or not. Let's go. Okay. Reasons you should not move to the Netherlands. Okay.
Hello, fellow travelers. Today, I'm going to tell you about a country that I didn't like. Officially, it is named the Netherlands, but my experience was specifically in the Holland region, in the city of Amsterdam. The country of Holland is full of attractive people. Many people would like to move here to find love, because the Dutch are very good-looking people.
And that's on facts.
People claim that there are jobs there, and that it's a very special country. I found out about this country online. When I arrived in this country with my son, the very first day was snowy. I stayed at Schiphol Airport for the first night because we landed late and security personnel mistreated us and were racist towards us.
Oh, wow.
Most people spoke Dutch, which is a very hard language to learn. Some people also spoke
What is fucking wrong, man?
English as a secondary language, but it was broken English. Therefore, it was very hard to communicate.
Communication is a very key, like, whenever you're moving to some place, man. I mean, language is the most important thing to consider, to be honest.
I struggled as the airport was the first encounter I ever had with the Dutch. The next day, I went to my hotel, which, by the way, was very expensive. I did not find any cheap hotels to stay at within the
I'm
city.
sorry, did you not check all of this, like, before you traveled? Like, I thought, like, before you could travel to another country, at least you should get apartments sorted out. Like, maybe make a call over the phone to know the hotel you're gonna stay at. I don't know, man.
Amsterdam. I spent too much money. After staying 2 months in Amsterdam, I suffered so much. I wanted to leave, and I ended up completely broke. It was freezing there. There was too much snow and many bicycles everywhere.
I'm sorry. What was the motive of moving from wherever you are to Netherlands without, like, knowing, like, be sure of what you're going to do there, like, for work? Moving with a kid to another place, I mean, you should, I don't know.
Because the Dutch culture involves riding a bike everywhere, since the country is little. The Netherlands being a car-free country, there are not many cars around. As I said earlier, the Dutch are very attractive people physically, but they are very cold, and they will not socialize with you.
Really?
They will never talk to you out of the blue. Instead, they just show you a fake smile. The fact that they constantly said, "Hello, hello," annoyed me so much, and I didn't like it at all. That's how they communicate, so you move out of their way, because they are commuting through the city using bicycles. There are also railways for cable cars on the streets, with the buses and cars and bikes, all of them using the same roads. I found it quite unorganized. It is a very small city, beautiful and old-fashioned, but it is full of canals and rivers, which I didn't like.
Wait, I don't understand. What do you mean you didn't like? Like, in another man's country, the way they do things is something you should adapt to. It's not for you to complain so much about, you know? Like the way they commute, the way they transport, and all of that. Like, you're not going to change that for you because you came to their country. You understand what I mean? You're sounding so selfish right now. I'm sorry. Because you said the way they commute with the street cars, the bicycle, all of things, this you should have known before you move into another man's country. But saying you don't like something in another man's country sounds so selfish on your part. Like, they're not going to change that for you. Something they've been doing for decades. Just because you moved into your country. Nah, bro, come on.
I suffered so much. I became depressed since I spent so much money. I never even found a job to sustain.
That's on you, moving to another country without finding a job with a son. That's really on you. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna take your, unless, let me still continue. Let me see if there's another thing.
Myself, and I've been ripped off by 2 Dutch employment agencies.
You've been ripped off, okay.
Because they demand you meet so many requirements to work, and it's a very closed country, you can't work or have access to basic services as a foreigner.
But many people beg to differ on this. Like I've seen many people talk about Netherlands, like how there's job and everything. I don't know.
If you are an American, I guess the same principles applies to any non-European foreigner. You have zero possibilities of
What do you mean zero? I've seen Americans on TikTok talking about how they work in Netherlands. What are you talking about?
working in the Netherlands. I lived in Amsterdam, and after doing so for a time, there's nothing left for us. Let's also not forget that the Dutch are stingy and greedy. In
That is racist on your part, saying the Dutch are greedy and stingy. Because I could say maybe you had encounter with a couple of people. That doesn't mean those people you met represent all of the Dutch people. Come on.
those cases, they will not give you a handout if you're in need.
I'm sorry you had a bad experience in Netherlands, but you're not supposed to like generalize the whole thing. Like the people you had encounter, bro. You're literally just in Amsterdam. There's so much to Netherlands than Amsterdam. I'm
Some
sorry.
people point out the greatness of the welfare that citizens of the European Union can benefit from, but that was not so great. Because I've met many people from Europe who still had nothing while there, as they spent all their money in that country, and especially in the city of Amsterdam. They read on the internet that it is supposed to be the best country and that there are plenty of opportunities. But it's not true. Forget about going there if you don't have any money, because if you're unlucky and end up homeless, you can't even exist there. The police will arrest you and fine you if they see you sleeping on the streets. I met a girl from Germany, and she had a tough life in the Netherlands. She had trouble saving up money working at bars and hotels. Even with 2 jobs, she was not able to save enough money to survive. It is very hard because the system is made to benefit older people. Older people's wages are way higher than young people's. It's a system where the older you get, the more you get paid. The most important thing you need to know before moving to the Netherlands is to bring a lot of money with you, because you are going to spend a lot on hotels and going out. This is
I feel like it's all about planning. It's about your budget. If you see your budget doesn't live in Amsterdam, move to Utrecht, move to Vitesse, like move to other cities in Netherlands, man. Live a low-key life. Find places where the labor is strong enough to cater for you. I don't know, man. It's just what I think, bro.
is especially true in Amsterdam, which is a very small city. You could literally walk across the city in 1.5 hours. Also, consider in winter it is very cold, very windy, very snowy, and in Amsterdam, there are not many places to sit. There aren't big shopping centers to go shopping. The only places to go are McDonald's and Burger King, which are places most people gather and drink. In reality, this country isn't that great. There are too many drugs. On the weekends, teenagers get high, get drunk, and there's also a lot of legal and illegal prostitution.
Bro, you're just literally just pointing out the bad things that exist in almost every country. Like, there are bad sides to every country, man. As long as the good sides wager more than the bad side, I feel like it's a great country, you know? Come
To be honest,
on. I don't think you specify what country are you from? America?
I didn't find it was the best country in the world, as the internet claims.
And the fact that you even
As
used
the
this as the starting feels weird to me, you know? It feels so weird. What the fuck?
internet claims.
I mean, there's not. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. But I feel like most of our claims are. I don't know. I'm not trying to like shove off like our claims, but like most of the things are like I don't know. Not enough to say it's the worst country in Europe, bro. Come on, that's a huge claim. And yeah, then what is you want me to react to from the Netherlands? Until next time, that. Peace out.